game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did know.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrison. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Play action. Stroud now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Stroud now to throw. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Stroud off the play fake. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Stroud. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A second down throw now from Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Trying to improvise. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on. And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB. They'll run here with Pierce. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now. Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Stroud now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. He's got a man, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the half will begin with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Stroud. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Woods the receiver in motion right.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that is caught. Hits Ridley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne,
85 yards.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, from 19 yards away.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here goes Stroud again.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Singletary again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Stroud to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think he's got a man complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Woods the receiver in motion right. Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stroud. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 73 yards. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From midfield now, Lawrence flushed out right. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Do that again, man. Do it again.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all